yes, we're going to go a bit more technical this time. Nothing too difficult. You can follow along. That's quite easy. You'll be able to manage. Right, so let's use the frog. And we've got this one as well, Blooming Branches, which I adore. And then we're going to use, I seem to use this caption a lot from the hand letter stamp set, Have the Best Day. Just seems to fit nicely in a small space. So yes, so let's work with those. Okay, where should we start? The frog. The frog. So pull him out. Packaging. Come on, I can't get him out. That's it. So pull out some frog pieces. That's it. And I'm going to base my card on cream cardstock. So I'm going to glue down some book paper pages. A while ago I did a project with an old vintage storybook and cut out compartments in all the pages. So I'm left with all these square bits. So I didn't throw them away because they are useful and nice. So I thought, well, let's do a book paper frog. Make him look a bit different. Let's clear the decks. Bring in my die cutting machine. So I've got the book paper and we just cut out some frog parts with this. Actually, I need some tape, make sure I've got them. In the right location. See it, move the legs down, get the face there, set of eyes there. You get the idea. I'll just cut a few out. So run this through. Hi Gillian, hi Charlotte, hi Donna, Esther, hi Esther, Terry, Kobe, hello everyone. Playing with the frog. Just move that out of the way. Okay, so we have our book face froggy bits. And we're going to give them some colour. So I'll bring in my craft sheet just so I can do some inking. And let's bring in some frog colours. So yeah, crushed olive. We'll have some crushed olive, some mowed lawn. I'm going to use inks this time because I don't want to make the frog paper too wet. And we've done that one and the eyes. That's it. So to start with, we'll go in with the light colour, get the crushed olive and just blend that round kind of all over. That's it. And we'll do the eyes as well. That's it. Actually, that one's missed the bottom there, so I might replace that with the one I did earlier. So we'll lose that one. Sorry, I'll just ink this one again. So as you noticed, I've done the book face going vertically on the frog's face and horizontally on the eyes, just to make it look different when they're overlapping, just to make it more obvious that the eyes are there. And then touch in, just blend in from the top with some mowed lawn, just to turn him a bit more greener. I think I'll just very lightly do this one, just to make that more obvious that it's the eyes. And then just touch in the bottom, just to give a bit of shading with the forest moss. That's it, just go in, just to make his face look a bit dirtier. Okay, so do that with all the pieces, which I've got also prepared here. And I've done the mouth in black. Can you see this all right? I've done the mouth in black with his tongue in worn lipstick, just to give it like a pinky colour. And then the eyes, I've done those in black, and the picket fence for the flash in the eye. And then this part of the eye I've just done in the crushed olive. Okay, so let's put the frog together. Let's see what he looks like when he's all complete. So pop the eyes on. So cute. I've gone for the leaping frog, not the sitting frog. Let's put his body on. Love this Josette. As soon as I saw it, I thought, oh, I need to craft with that frog. It's adorable. And I especially like these little hands that come out. Oh, they're so cute. Has anyone else played with the frog? Oh, it's so cute. That's it. Stick it down there. And then the other hand. I love the way it's like reaching out. There, put them quite forward, I think. And then give him some legs. Oh, let's glue that part. I haven't inked the very tip because I just think sometimes that ink doesn't stick very well as it could. So I've just left the ink there off. There, especially when it's sort of fresh ink. Oh, hearts, thank you. Thank you for the hearts. And then we'll insert the eyes to bring him to life. Yeah, the frog's a he, I'm afraid. The frog's a he. Okay, let's pop them eyes there. And this is such fun crafting, isn't it? I didn't realise how fun this is, putting together a little character. It is cute. And then I'll just add the eyes. Stick that in there. I'll have him looking sort of downwards over to the left. Get plenty of glue on. There. Make sure they look in the right way. There, that's about it. Maybe turn that one slightly more. Okay, and then add the mouth, and then I think the frog's done. So it's kind of a rustic frog. That's the kind of feel that I wanted to get with this one. That's it. Give him a smile. Yeah, we all need a smile. There we go. Hi Angela, hi Carol. How are you all doing? Denise. Okay. So we can get rid of that. So the frog's done. And I'll just get rid of that ink there before it ends up everywhere. I've got a piece of kitchen towel here that I sort of mop up with because I don't want to waste the ink. And I just love how the ink can soak into this. And this will be a good sort of piece of fabric to use in your crafting. Frog looks cool on there actually, doesn't he? Okay, the background. Right, I've got a cream card blank. We call it a tall shape really, tall thin one. So it's basically, what is it, 10.7 by, it's like a slim card I suppose, but I don't know if it's the same as the slim cards in America, by 21.5 centimetres. So I'm going to work with that. And then I've cut up, I've sacrificed another card blank so that I can have a piece to go on the front, and I've left a border all the way around. No, it's not that one, is it? Let's get the right piece. That's the one. I pre-cut it, so it's got this little white border all the way around. So we'll put that to one side, and then we can work with this. And let's create a nice background. So I'm going to bring in some blues. We're going to go with some tumbled glass. This is a nice sort of delicate blue for the sky. So we'll rub this over the top area to create our background, sort of landscapey sky. I haven't actually got the bulrushes dye, so I'm going to make do with things that I've got. So, which is okay. You can create that sort of pond effect, I think, with other things. Or if you have the bulrush dye as well. Do you call them bulrushes? Those sort of pond plants. Then that'll be good as well. That's it, blend that across. Let's bring it down a little bit more. And then the sky, we'll give it some peeled paint, I think. I've got this one as well that I quite like. Let's get rid of that blue on my mat because I'm going to turn it round. That's it. And also I need to protect this part from my fingerprints on there. So I'll bring in this scrap piece. That's it. Otherwise I could get fingerprints in my sky, which I don't want. Let's bring in some lush colour. That's it. That's it. Blend that up. Blend that up into the blue, and then it sort of creates a sort of another colour, really, sort of a lighter green. Oh, isn't this lush? There. I might even just blend down again with a bit more of the blue. Did you say what you called those plants? Are you calling them bulrushes as well? I've let the comments slip, haven't I? Oh, I've missed some comments, I think. Cattails? Ah, I call them cattails as well, do you? Oh, in the US you call them cattails. Oh, in Canada you do. Oh, okay. Ah, thanks for that. I get it, cattails. That's quite cute. Okay. Educate me there. Yeah, we just call them bulrushes. You know what I mean. Right. I just want to add some interest to that sky. I'm just going to splash some water on it. But I want kind of big drops. So I'm just going to use my this thing, plunger. I might even drop some drops on there. That's it. Just to add some drops in the sky. I suppose kind of rain, I suppose, or just a wetness really. I'm not trying to create any particular cloud pattern. I'm just shaking it just to move some of that, the water droplets, move that ink, because you can see it kind of is just bleaching where the water is. So get a cleaner bit of tissue and just dab that off. There. Yeah, I've got the comments with me now. That's it. I must keep up with the comments if I can. That's it. That'll do. So that's pretty much the background done, but I'm just going to darken the very bottom just to create some depth with the forest moss. That's it. Just go in the very bottom. That's it, just to darken that with some forest moss. And then we'll work on the pond. That's it. That's that done. So the pond dye, that's within the frog as well. So he's got his lily pad and the pond, which is really good. So at least you can you can ground the frog. Okay, so I'll just place that over there. Pick up that ink. Okay, let's bring in the die cutting machine again. Move them inks out the way. Right, spare piece of card. Got this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one end of the pond because I want it a bit bigger. So I'm just going to put that over there and my top plate. I'm just going to roll that in a little bit and then come out again. Is that going to be enough? Yeah, that's enough. Oh, I want that piece there. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it round. Let's see. So that was there. So I'm just going to slide that along to about there. That's it, stick that down. And let's put that end in. Oh, I need to find out. I'm going to have to stop about there. Okay, put my finger there. So stop about there. Use the plate as a guide. Up there, I think. That's it. That's it. Let's move this. No, leave that there. That's good. So we've elongated our pond like that, and then all I'm going to do is that, oh, careful frog, I am going to slide that out the way. So I'm just going to do a wiggly line just to match there, just with the scalpel or scissors. There we go. So we've got an elongated pond. I might just round that corner off there. Trouble is, when you use a scalpel, it lifts the edge of the paper up, so I do like to press it back down again. Try and mimic that lovely edge that you get when you're die cutting. Okay. I've dropped my blender on the floor. And it's the blue one. But I won't have this blue. I'll have a different blue. We'll go for some faded jeans. Alright, let's... which way up? Which way up? That way up. So we'll go for some faded jeans. So rub that on. Again, I'm die cutting all these elements in cream card because I want sort of a slight vintage look, not a sort of bright look, so I've gone for cream. So, oh look, fingerprints. Fingerprints. Let's take that off. That's it. And we're going to just add in a little bit of black soot. Change that one, get away, just along the bottom. So that'll be this edge. Again, just to give it a bit of sort of depth. Tiny bit of black soot. There. I think that's all that needs. And of course, do these pieces as well. That's it. Give them the same treatment. Where's the other one? Oh, stuck to my cutting plate. That's it, give that a bit of faded jean as well. There, no need to do the black on these. Okay. Oh, I am missing some comments. They're not moving this time. Are you all having your own conversation? What are you all talking about? What are you having for lunch and dinner? Right. So, now I want to marry the pond in with the background. Let's bring that back in. So I'm just going to lose this ink here. I like things to sort of marry, sit, look like they're part of the scene rather than just placed. So a little trick for this is to add a bit of texture on both areas. So I quite like this stamp here, this sort of bubbly one. Bubble or pebbles. I think it could go for both. So this is the stamp CS125 Patterns 2. Quite like this one. And we'll use the forest moss for this. So I'm going to just randomly take this stamp and just use it in my fingers and just add some bubbles across the bottom. Just randomly, and do some secondary printing as well up higher, just like that. And then the same with the pond. That's it. Just at the bottom. That's it. Just at the bottom. Did you see that right? Just like that in the forest moss. Because black's going to be a bit harsh, I think. So I've gone for the green. And then maybe just a tiny bit on the bottom of these as well. That's it. And that one. Okay. That just adds a bit of sort of cohesion, really. If we place that on there, it sort of blends in more, I think. I'm going to have to sort my inky fingers out. Excuse me. That's it. Otherwise we're going to get forest moss everywhere. Okay, before we stick any elements onto our background, we just need to organise the mechanism for the frog, because the frog's going to slide. So I'm making a frog slider card, basically. Oh, someone likes creating interesting backgrounds with stamps. Belinda. Oh, brilliant. Oh, good. Glad you do. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to use the stamps on a block or a platform. Just hold them in your hand and just randomly use them. Yes, that's good. So the frog's going to be zooming across the top, basically. Okay, so we need to do the mechanism for him. So I'll lose this mat now because I think I've done probably done most of the inking. Okay, so to do that we need a strip of card to use as the pull. So I'll make it quite long, so use the whole length of this spare piece, the scalpel there, so probably about there can be the pull tab. So this measures what, about 1.5 centimeters. That would be good. Oh, me saying I've done all my inking, but actually the pull tab needs to be the same colour as the sky. So this needs to be in tumbled glass as well. That's it. I'll just do it across here. So just give that some tumbled glass, because as you pull it out, you want it to still be sky colour. There, let that dry. Let that dry over there. And also on the card blank, we also need some sky just across the top. Not the very top, because we want to keep that cream border, but just about there. Just rub some tumbled glass about there, because that's where we're going to do our slider mechanism. Okay, then what we need to do the slider, I mean, there is a slider die, isn't there, that you can use. This is just a different method. Okay, score a line and then score another line just next to it. I'd say just a couple of mil, 3 mil, something like that. You don't have to be precise. So you've got 2 scored lines. Don't know if you can see them there. And then if you've got a circle punch, this will be perfect for the job, because we want a circle, but we don't want it too big. I'll just trim the bottom so I can get my punch up there. So we just need to align those 2 scored lines across the middle and punch them out. Centralised. That's it. So basically you've got 2 circles with 2 scored lines across there. Got inky fingers again. That's it. And then we just bend these back at the scored lines, like so. And then the other one. That's it. So you get two pieces that are this shape, okay? And then we apply some glue along the ridge. That's it. Apply glue and then stick the other ridge against it, like that. So you get another circle shape there and then another circle shape there, and it's connected by a thin piece in the middle. So this is the slider mechanism. Okay, did you see that all right? Is that okay? Oh, I'm missing all these comments. I think once I've moved it, then I don't think they're catching up with me. Does that make sense? Yeah? So you get this funny sort of toggle thing. Okay, so it's 2 circles basically glued in the middle and then open out. Right, I have got one here that I've glued earlier and I know it's well glued. And then what we do is add some more glue to one side of this, the side that you open out, add glue to that, and then we're going to attach that to our frog. That's it. But we're going to keep it level. So if you want the frog to slide that way, then make sure the sliders go in that way too. I think it is. Maybe just turn it slightly that way. Okay, so attach the toggle onto the frog's face, like that. And then we're going to cut the slider slot in the background. So if I grab a pencil, so you want him to be about right at the top, about there. And you don't want his feet to protrude too far over the edge of the card. So we're going to start the slide about there and just put a mark. I'm basically putting a mark to the back of that toggle on there, and then he's going to slide sort of about here, I think. There. And then what we do is just cut a slot between these 2 dots. Actually, if I do it this way round, I use my ruler and then I can get it level. So I'm going to start about there and go about there. I might take it a bit further. Make sure that's level. There. And then cut another line really close next to it. So you get a tiny thin slot. A really thin slot. So it kind of doesn't look so much like a slider card, or it's not so obvious it's a slider card. That's probably a bit too thin. I'm just going to run another line, if I can, close to that. That's it. There, that'll do. There, so it's a tiny slot like that. Okay. And then what we can do is we can pinch the toggle like that and slot it in the back, and then press that bit down, and then this slides, and that's how we can use this and create this very thin slot. So there's our frog. Make sure he's working right. So he's going from there and he can go all the way up to here. So let's add the pond. So I'm just going to add that on with glue straight down. So we'll put the pond about here. That's it, about there. That's it. So he can push it that way, so he can make his way across to the pond. That's it, a bit more glue under there. That's it. And then he needs his lily pad, doesn't he? Okay, I've prepared the lily pad. It's here. So this is the same blending colours and same technique as I used on the frog itself. So it kind of tones in and matches. So I'll place the lily pad about there. That's it. On foam pads, and then these bits we can add around the edge in the water, just so it looks like it's a ripple effect, and they can be on foam pads as well. How are we doing for time? Oh, time's getting on, isn't it? So it's been about 35 minutes so far. Are we getting bored yet? That's it. If you've asked any questions and I've missed them, I will look back. Oh, Sandy, you've not seen a slider card made this way before. Aha. This is a way of using it, slider card, if you don't have a specific die for it. That's it. Yeah, it's quite cute. It's quite a nice idea. Okay, so add this ripple over to the right. That's it. And then we can attach this to the card. Okay, so what we need to do is to put this on foam pads because you want to create the depth for our toggle. So I'm just going to add some foam tape on the back. I think one layer of this is enough. I think that will do. Just support it across the middle as well. That's it. And I might just do some bits at the end as well. So I'll just cut 2 more bits there and there. So take the backing off. It's quite satisfying, isn't it? I like taking the backing off of foam tape. Whee! These bits here. That's it. And then we'll bring in our card blank, and that's why, can you see now why we needed that blue on there? Just so it, if it does, just so it shows through the slot and we don't see a cream slot. Oh, another thing I've forgotten, which we must do, is add the tab, of course. Otherwise, you won't be able to pull. That's the point. So this piece here, I'm going to have to remove, just so it allows the gap for the pull. Because we're going to pull out this way. So we need to leave that free. So add some glue on the toggle that side. And then just add this probably about there. Scissors. I'm just going to cut the back of it off like that. Let's get this rubbish out of the way. Do you find all your tools all cram in, don't they? You end up working in a tiny little area. Does that happen to you as well? Oh. Go away, spread out. Let's get rid of my inks. Okay, make sure that's straight as well. Fix that on. That's it. I don't actually want any glue either side of my toggle, so I'm just going to allow that to dry, or just wipe it off. There, so we can now slide that along the slot. Okay, so we can attach this now to the card base. That's it. I'll see if I can do it straight as I can. That's it. Don't want to press it down with my inky fingers. All right, give that a good press. That's it. And then he can go along like that. Whee! So this is a little bit too long, so we can snip this off just so we've got a small tab on the end there. And then I've got a grey pen. I won't use black because I think I just want it soft. And I'm just going to write pull on there and an arrow just to show what you need to do. Oh, is it someone's birthday? Linda, is it your birthday? Oh, hi Jackie Jasper. Won't matter big desk with either. Okay. So we're going to add a caption as well, which is that caption that I use a lot of. Let's find it, this one. Use this one, and I'll put this on a foam block, acrylic block, I should say, not a foam block. Okay, I'm going to use grey ink on here as well. I've got a grey archival ink, and I don't want the today because I think that might just be a bit lower. So let's check. Yes, might interfere with the slider mechanism, so I'm going to mask the today. See if I can. That's it, and just place some grey archival ink on the rest of it. That's it. And if you're not sure if it's worked, what you could do is just run your finger, just dab your finger over there just to pick up any of that ink, and then you know it won't end up on your card. So I'll just put that there. That's it. Hopefully it will come out because I've got the foam pads underneath. Phew, that was lucky. That's come out okay. Right, and now we just need to finish the card with a bit of foliage. Bring my mat back in. So the blooming branches, this one here, I'm going to use both of these. So we'll go for this one first. So cut this one out of cream card as well. And then I'm going to, let's move this, mowed lawn. That's it. Give this some mowed lawn. Just blend this over the branch. And just to give it a bit of depth at the base, we can just add some picket, no, not picket fence. Why did I want to say picket fence? That's white. Silly. Forest moss, that's it, just at the bottom, just to make that base darker. Okay, and then I've done a few of those. Here's some I prepared earlier. Just lose that ink. And then we can just simply add these. That's it, do a bit of gardening and just add these in on the bottom. Just add a bit of glue here and there, and not at the top, just on the bottom. That's it, just add these. And we'll have another whole one. Probably that side, yeah. That's it. then we're nearly done. We're nearly done, guys. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Els. It's a nice comment. She says it's fantastic. Right, let's put that under the frog's feet. That's it. And then my branches are tangling up. That's it. I'll have another one about there. Glue keeps falling over as well. Why don't I just pat it in there like that? That's it. You can go over the edges of the pond. That's okay. Just make sure they're sat. I think the bottoms are sat there at the base of the card. And that one there. And then, see, I think some of these, like this one, I think it looks a little bit bulrushy on the top there. So I'm just going to poke that in. No, let's have it there. Put that in there. And they've got a tiny one here, which we're just going to poke in under there. That's it. Fill all the gaps. Add this one here. And I might snip that off and add that lower down there. That's it. And even don't waste this bit. Let's pop that in right at the end there. So I'll just cut that stem off, and if you've got any stems hanging off, you can just snip them. And then just to give it another bit of depth is we're going to use the nice branch with the hearts and give that some crushed olive, some lighter green, because it's going to be more in the foreground. That's it. I'm trying to just catch the branches with this and leave the hearts for another colour, and that will be some warm lipstick. Let's bring back the warm lipstick that I used for the frog's tongue, and I just want to add this just on the hearts and the berries. Just see if you can catch it with your sponge, with your blender. That's it, just on the hearts and the berries. That's it, just to add a bit of colour. I kind of like to add colour tones. I suppose this pink could be the accent colour of my overall card design. So I didn't just want the tongue to be there on its own, so I'm just incorporating some more pink just to, you know, blend the card in together. Oh, thanks, Debbie. You love the card. Thank you. Okay, so we just add these bits. I might be running into the hour with this live, mightn't I? And again, I've done some others here. So I'm just going to place these. I might not have that so tall. Just place these on the foreground. Just go straight over the branches that we've already done. There, take that one out as well. That's it. Just trying to rush here just so I can get this finished. Oh, no, I don't want that hanging over the edge of the card too much. You can always cut some smaller pieces like this bit here just to add on the edge. That's it. And then I might take this branch out that's coming over to the left. That's it. Might even snip that bit just to create a lower piece there. That's it. And then another bit down there. Just do a bit of gardening really and create a nice scene. Another piece. That's it. Over there. I might even snip a little bit off. I might even put something maybe behind there to see if I can tuck that in. Tuck that in there. That's it. Get my glue off. Glue everywhere. Just feel like it needs another bit down here. And then we're nearly there. Slidey frog card. I mean, I haven't got any of the frog captions, but I just thought I fancy having that sorry I forgot one. I think that's good. And then I was thinking I could put a little envelope in the frog's hand, just so it looks like he's bringing you your card, but forgot. So I've used one of my captions instead. But they are quite clever, aren't they, some of those frog captions? Does that look about right? Do you think I need any more? Do you think I need a little bit down there? There is a chance of overdoing it, isn't there? Thanks for your nice comments and all your hearts. Thanks, Honora. Yeah, I think that's about right. I think that'll do. So, there. We've snipped off all our ends. There's another one there. That's it. I've got some glue on some of it. But, there. So it's nice to sort of be able to see these bubbles that I think look like pebbles, really, or stones next to the pond. See glimpses of that, and then we can see that in the pond as well. Oh, sticky, messy fingers. That's it, and then hopefully you can make the frog work without him getting interrupted by too much of this foliage. Whee! Where's my lily pad? There it is. So there you go, your frog slider card. Cute. Cool. I might even add some foam pads behind some of these just to secure them. There we have it. Clear the decks again. There. So there's kind of vintage. Well, I kind of wanted a vintage feel, but it's still quite bright and cheerful, isn't it? But I do like colour. I do like bright colour, I must admit. Okay,